Yep, it's that time. It's time for another hog roast with our favorite sex pig, Jason Blaha. Woo! Let's do this. The sex pig Blaha. We're back, and we're going old school roast because we're on BitChute, so we can have a bit more fun than on the YouTube soy platform. So yeah, on BitChute we can do whatever we like, say whatever we like, we can tell the truth. Anyway, look at this dumpy fat fuck. Look at this. Look at the cottage cheese, thunder thighs, and all that. It's disgusting, isn't it? This is a guy that says he's a strength athlete and a coach. He knows about nutrition and training. Why do all these, especially him and his followers, you know, he's got a few little nut huggers, they all look like shit. They all look like him. They're all bald. They all look like shit. They've all got bad, pasty skin. They all live a poverty lifestyle. They all have to work out at home because they can't even afford a cheap gym membership. And there are some really cheap gym memberships in the UK. I mean, you can go to Pure Gym, and they're all over the country, and they cost like £25, which is about $30 a month. So you can get some really good deals on gym memberships. But these pathetic losers, you know, they'd rather get a load of crap from Argos or wherever the hell, you know, the American equivalent, and just train at home. I mean, granted, Jason Blaha has completely destroyed his life, so he's got veterans and a billion Muslims after him, so he can't dare leave his house because he's such a fucking idiot, yeah? But there are other people that train at home that don't have to. I mean, apart from the fact they live such poverty lifestyles, so they probably can't afford that cheap gym membership anyway. You know, that's probably why they go creeping around car parks looking for men to, you know, to earn a few extra shekels. Sucking off men in car parks. I'm looking for a man in a car park, so I can. We call that dogging in the UK. When you look for men in car parks, it's called homosexual dogging, and that's what these freaks do. Anyway, so back to this video. Went on a bit of a ramble there, but what's, you know, come up here is, you know, I keep an eye on this piece of shit's website, channel. Of course I do, you know that, because it's a great source of mints. You know, this retard, you know, provides all the all the mints that you could need. So this chubby little freak, look at it, it's disgusting. Is he wearing like women's panties under there? I think he is. You can see the VPL, the ladies call it, visible panty line. So he's probably got a little pair of sort of nylon lace panties on, you know, for his G4P video that he does later for the boys. Anyway, back to this video. What I noticed in this video is he's actually clickbaiting because he's so desperate, and because I've torn him up with the whole clickbait series. You know, you can watch that again here on BitChute. But because every video for the last God knows how long, until the piece of shit got my channel terminated again by flagging and reporting and using sock accounts and his strange little sort of lover boys that follow around after him, you know, all reporting. Oh, I'm telling teacher, can't do anything else. Scared of their own shadows, but they sit there, keyboard warriors, typing shit into the comment section and reporting, flagging, and then masturbating while they look at Chuck Basher, and obviously his nut huggers look at him working out and knock one out while they're watching him work out. Yeah, so they go off reporting and flagging everyone. But before my last channel was shut down on YouTube, you know, they're always clickbait. You know, Jason Blaha's clickbait title on Brian Shaw, Jason Blaha's clickbait title on Athlean X, you know, just calling him out for his pathetic clickbaiting bullshit for the YouTube shekels. Shelly shekels. You know? So I called him out, and obviously he stopped it. He's dropped it down to about one. He does one clickbait video a day now, and the rest are all this sort of strange softcore G4P shit for his perverts to watch. So he's actually started clickbaiting his own titles now, clickbaiting his own videos, doing things in his videos that he can clickbait. So in this one, firstly on his community tab, because I follow this loser just to get the ments and get material for my now BitChute channel, which is completely dedicated to this pathetic cuck. But he's actually clickbaiting and putting stuff out there, putting stuff in his video so that he can clickbait it and get some views. Look, so he put this out there: never be afraid of missing a lift on max effort day. The risks of injury are almost non-existent on a structured program in which you are careful. Missed lifts happen to all of us, but fear is a mind killer. The missed lifts are where we go to school, expose our weaknesses. They teach us where we must improve, yeah? And then in his comment section somewhere, he said, I can't find it, but he said, he was talking to one of his idiots, that he was surprised that his trolls, his stalkers, didn't like his video because he missed a lift. So he was talking to one of the losers that follow him, or it might have been one of his sock accounts. I don't know who or what, whether it's real or not, but some idiot in his, he probably talking to himself because he's so pathetic, but he was talking to himself probably, saying that he's surprised that they didn't like the video because he missed a lift. So he's actually leaving shitty form and probably faking missing lifts so that the trolls will then make a video about it and bring him a little bit of exposure. I mean, how pathetic. And then this one's funny as well. I mean, look, this is absolutely ridiculous. Now bear in mind, this is Jason, the laziest cunt on YouTube, Blaha, we're talking about here. A man that's never worked, who's catfished women on the internet, especially in different countries, the UK, to try and, go and take their wealth. He's never worked. He's claimed disability benefits. He's faked disability so he can get disability benefit. Never done a day's graft in his life. Yeah? He's definitely on disability benefits now, because there's no way in hell he could survive on $800 a month. No way in hell could he survive on $800 a month. And there's no clients. He's not a fucking coach. He's an idiot. This is just another illusion and delusion, like the fake Merc bullshit, the black belt bullshit, the coach bullshit. It's all bullshit. There are no powder wars that he was in. There are no snatch and grabs. And there are no clients. This is just a figment of his twisted, insane, mentally ill fantasy. It's a delusion. Twisted fantasy, twisted imagination. So, this one, look, training is a form of voluntary hardship. It's something we subject ourselves to that requires time, commitment, consistency, and hard work. I bet he had to copy and paste this here, hard work, because he certainly couldn't even spell hard work, could he? This teaches us the value of hard work towards self-improvement. This is Jason, the laziest cunt on YouTube, Blaha. Someone who's happy to let a woman go to work and do 2 jobs, I think she did. While he stays at home getting fatter and fatter playing World of Warcraft. You know, this is just the madness. Look, somewhere along the way, it teaches us to value hard work itself as a virtue. This is the kind of self-improvement we can carry over into other areas of our lives that go beyond physical strength. This is Jason the lazy cunt Blaha talking about hard work and how you can carry the that ethos over into other areas of your life, such as your home life, your relationships, and obviously your work life. This fat, lazy sack of shit talking about hard work. Can you believe it? Anyway, so back to the video. This is where he, quite possibly, knowing this piece of shit, pretended to fail a deadlift. A squat. You know? So look at this. I mean, it's not a strength athlete, is it? It's not a coach. You know, coaches are there to inspire. They're there to show you what's possible, what's achievable with dedication and hard work. You know, you're supposed to look up to these coaches. Every coach I've ever had, be it a judo coach or whatever, I've looked up and been inspired by them. What could this thing possibly do to inspire you? Why would you be inspired in any way by this fat, disgusting, bald, sterile, cellulite-ridden, extra X chromosome sack of shit? Who would this thing inspire? Look at it. Look at the cellulite. Men don't have cellulite. Anyway, so this is where he pretends to fail a rep. One rep, just the one. One rep max effort. And I'm sure that he does this deliberately so he can clickbait his titles. And as he said in his comment section somewhere, I think it's in the comment section of this video. I'm not even going to go there and look for it because I'm not going to get into all that bollocks. Search through his, sock accounts and bullshit, talking to himself. But I'm sure that he does it deliberately so that we, the trolls, the stalkers, the Muslim cyber stalkers, the bots, or just us people that want to expose a fraud. Yeah, that's who we really are, isn't it? Want to expose this fraud, this piece of shit that calls for mass genocide of people, racist, all the rest of it. We want to expose this stolen valor piece of shit. Yeah, us. Call us stalkers, call us cyber stalkers, call us... No, we're just decent people that want to get this piece of crap off YouTube. Anyway, I'm sure that he just does this to try and bait us in so that we make a video about it. So I'm not making a video about him failing because I'm sure this is fake. I'm making a video. This video is about him trying to bait us in and pretending to fail. And then talking about it, saying, "Oh, I'm surprised no one's made a video or disliked the video or liked it," or whatever the hell he said. So let's watch this disgusting, pale, dirty foot scumbag. And there's that rancid towel. Look, he's always got that one single, the only towel. Let's have a look.
Experimenting with using range of motion differences. And I'm going to admit, on a 14-inch box, this was hard. I've already had someone in the other comments say, "What do you mean? It should be easier." Well, it wasn't easier for me. Like, watch me right here with my box squat. This looks worse and slower and harder than my 12-inch last time. And we know that I'm stronger because my other assistance lifts are all up with chains, with bands.
This is pure gay for pay, isn't it? It is purely for the weird, twisted freaks that do the same sort of shit for money in their rooms, you know, working out in their rooms. Like I said, they all look like shit. They're all bored. They all got drink and drug problems. You can see that straight away, a lot of these idiots. You know, go looking for men in car parks. Go looking for men in car parks. Anyway, let's watch him. It's the next set. He was set. It's not a set, is it? It's one rep, you know. One rep. Where did he find this lot? Anyway, did he find it in like a store, or like in a skip, or thrown out behind some sort of? I bet he found these somewhere in a skip. We call it a skip, but like a dumpster. I bet he found them in a dumpster and he took them home. You know, one of his dumpster raids.
Everything else. And so I went ahead and I knew I might risk failing it, but I went for it anyways. And here's the
so all he's done is put one little fake, I don't know, these are probably fake in here, but he's put this one little extra one on each side, and now he pretends to fail so that he can then clickbait the titles and or put out some message that he failed, and then hopefully get someone trying to talk about it.
Thing on max effort day. You can't be afraid of failing. And there's a lot of misconceptions out there. I need to make videos on this. I need to make videos on people being afraid of failing lifts. It's perfectly safe to miss these lifts if you know what you're doing. It's perfectly safe. People get hurt doing fives a lot more than they get hurt doing stuff like this.
See?
I missed that lift. Bam.
Now that to me looks like he faked that deliberately. He just did that deliberately. He thought, right, I'm gonna pretend to fail a lift, and then clickbait it, and then see if, you know, I can generate some shekels, YouTube shekels. So let's watch it again.
It's perfectly safe. People get hurt doing fives a lot more than they get hurt doing stuff like this.
See, that's just bullshit. I mean, most of these are fake here anyway. Without a doubt, he's using fake weights because he doesn't even look like he lifts. You know?
I missed that lift. Bam. Bam, missed it.
Ah. Look at this.
522.
Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Anyway, what we're going to do now is we're going to play Guess the Fat Percentage. Guess the BMI. So we get a nice picture of him. Like there's ever been a nice picture of him. So I say, oh, you know, let's get a nice picture of a piece of shit. So yeah, let's try and find a good picture of his body mass. And then we're going to play Guess the BMI. And here we have some men and women and their body fat percentage, their BMI, yeah, body, I can't even speak. All right, so their body fat percentage, right? There we go. This is what we're looking at. So we know he carries a lot of estrogen. Yeah. We know he's probably got an extra chromosome. Yeah. So we're not going to look at men because that doesn't really, it's not him. His body is completely feminine. So we're going to look at, obviously, the women's side. So me personally, I think, you know, he used to be like this not so long ago. So he's done well. He used to be 36 to 40%. You know, we've seen videos of him standing there, especially the ones in the UK where he's standing there and he's so pear-shaped. And he was like this in the UK. So he's done well. And now I'm thinking, realistically, I'm thinking he's around about maybe 30, 35 here, or he may be as low as 27, the female 27, because he's still got the love handles. You know, you can see a little bit of, tiny little bit of something, like a little bit of shape here. on him, but obviously he's got all this extra sort of, he's got the love handles and all the fat and loose skin hanging over. That's why he straps it up with the belt. So realistically, yeah, he's done quite well. He's gone from 36 to 40, and he's got himself down to 27 to 29, I'd say. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? You know, that this filthy, disgusting, cellulite-ridden, love-handle muffin top. What do you think? Something for the boys. Anyway, so what? I think 27 to 29% body fat. That's where I think he is. What do you guys think? Look at this fucking dirty fucking bastard. I mean, you know him and his little followers are sitting there and they're jacking off to this all fucking night. They really are. Absolutely disgusting. There is no reason for this to be going on. No reason whatsoever. Look at this.
But it still works the T-spine up there.
Oh.
And it works all that posterior chain.
Dirty fucking bastard. That is stuff for his dirty G4P perverts. That is rotten. Anyway, so body fat. Where do you think he is? I'm gonna say 27 to 29. Yeah, because you know the top half looks withered. Yeah, we know that, but it's the bottom half is dumpy, pear-shaped, lots of cellulite around the arse and thighs, and he's obviously got the love handles and the muffin top. So I'm going 27 to 29. Let me know what you think, guys. Yeah, so that's the end of our lovely hog roast. I hope you enjoyed it over here on BitChute. So until next time, please like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a family. But most importantly, leave a comment down below. Let's talk about that body fat that he's got there. I'm thinking he's 27, 29. And until next time, I'm out of here.